We are in a salvage yard where today I'm going to attempt to get this old Ford pickup running and possibly drive it out of here all the way home. June of 1968, so this is going to be a 68 F-100 assembled in Kansas City, and if it has an engine in it, it should have been a 360 V8. Well folks, we don't have a key. You guys are gonna like this. I took my starter toggle and I ran it through the wing window. I think we've got a good truck. Welcome to Speed Bump Garage. My name is Kent and this is my 68 F-100 that we found right here in this salvage yard. This is going to be episode 3 on this truck. If you didn't catch the first 2 episodes, I will have them linked in the description of this video, but let me go ahead and bring you up to speed. I believe this truck has been sitting right here in this spot. It was actually turned the other direction, but it was sitting right here for the past 20 years and no one's really done anything with it. No one's driven it. And we decided we were going to try to drive it out of here. And by we, I mean me. I've been on my own on this one. But I want to drive it out of here. It didn't happen in the first 2 episodes. I like to try to keep these episodes around 20 minutes, and it just wasn't possible. Episode 1, I got it running, had lots of electrical issues, starter issues, and we don't have a key for the truck either, which I still haven't resolved that. I haven't been out here for a week. It was last Friday on episode 2. It's Friday again today, and I still don't have a key. So we're gonna be jumping it, hot wiring it again today. Episode 2, got it fired up, running, topped off the fluids, and we actually drove it right here on the property of this salvage yard. We have brakes. It ran decent. It was loading up a little bit, but it ran good enough to drive, and that's where we ran out of time. Now, if you remember, we're missing a lot of parts on this truck. Most importantly, the entire front end, the grille, headlight assemblies, everything's gone off the front of the truck. So we have no lights, and something else that's missing is this belt trim here, which I would really like to have on it. I kind of want the side trim on this truck. I don't plan on painting it, but I like the green and I would like to have some side trim on it. So today, I found some trim right here on a truck that's actually right beside us here. It's probably a 71-ish Ford. Has the same side trim on it. I do have some of the trim on the other side, but this side doesn't have any. I'm gonna pull that trim. I'm not positive how it comes off there, so we gotta figure that out. And then down the road at another yard, we found the grill and everything we need. So I think we will pull this trim and then attempt to drive this over to the other truck and hopefully swap the grill and everything out of the front end of the other truck onto this one. And then if we have enough time, we will make our first attempt at trying to drive it home. Let's get into it. And by some miracle, the first thing I see today when I get here is all 4 tires still have air in them. Now, they were all 4 flat when we got here the last time, but they're all still holding up after 7 days. Now, the front tires are pretty good on it. The back tires are questionable. This one especially is separating bad. So I did bring a couple extras that I may throw on the back. The front ones are pretty decent. They have a lot of tread on them. They're dry and cracked from sitting, but not too bad. I think they're drivable to get us home. Let's go look at the trim on that other truck, see if we can figure out how it comes off there. I think I'm going to grab a cordless drill and maybe a pry bar. Give me a little pry bar, see if we can figure it out. Here's the truck that I want the trim off of. Now, this trim is not in great shape, but it will be pretty fitting because that truck we've got's not in great shape either. Actually, looks like this one's just barely on there. Oh, I don't know if that's good or not. This is one we need. We need the bed. Oh, it's cut at the end. That'll be better than nothing. We need the bed on both sides. I'm not sure. I think this stuff may fit either side because I think you can just flip it over depending on what side you need. know whether that's true or not. I don't think the doors are going to be okay to use on either side, but I think the bed and probably the front fender you could put on either side. Now I have no experience with this, I'm just guessing. Let's see if we can figure out how to get this door piece off. I see some screws holding that front fender piece on, so hopefully we can just zip those out. Let me see if I can figure it out. Here's the trim we got. And like I said, I think some of this trim will work on either side of the truck. These are both the bed pieces which I need both of them. Not in great shape, but they match the truck pretty nice. I don't know what would have happened there, but I couldn't find that other piece over there. So apparently it was already gone. And I've got a fender piece, one door piece, and a cab corner. I think that'll get us all fixed up because this side needs everything. This side has all the front pieces. Trying to decide what tools I want to take because I don't think I need all of this stuff. But we definitely want to take a few tools before we take this down the road to get that grill. I'm gonna leave my truck here. I'm a little nervous about it because it blends in pretty well in a salvage yard, and this is my daily driver, so I'm nervous people are going to try to take parts off of it, so I'm going to leave a note on it for them. Not scrap. There we go. Maybe that'll stop anybody from robbing any parts off my good old truck. Let's go see about getting us a grill. Let's give this a shot. I'm still running my starter trigger. I know you guys can't see it, but my triggers just ran through the wing window. Let's see if it'll fire up. Fire right up. I'm sure I already said that, but I don't have a key for it, so I just have a hot wire to the coil. And we got that starter switch ran in here. And I have a temporary 3-gallon fuel tank in the bed, and the fuel hoses ran up on the driver's side into the engine compartment. So let's see how far that'll take us. We're going probably a mile to look at a grill on another truck as a potential candidate to put in this one. Get us home, but it officially drove itself out of the junkyard. That's a pretty big success in my book. Been sitting for 20 years and we are driving it down the road. Trady feels pretty good. Going about 30 mile an hour right there. I did not change the back tires like I kind of wanted to, but I did bring our 2 spares. We'll reevaluate that here in a bit. Nose up here to this other truck. You guys are about to get a glimpse of it. And there's our grill. See if we can make it work. We'll try to drive this dude home. Well, it's far from perfect, but it's sure better than what we've got. Got a few dents in it we might be able to straighten up. This truck's actually a 3/4 ton, and I don't know what it was used for, but the side of the bed is cut out. Let's pop this hood, see if we can figure out how this comes off. It's not looking too bad. We've got probably 6 bolts across the top, a couple in the middle here, 1 at the bottom, and 2 in the wheel wells. And I think that whole thing comes out as 1 unit. I think the headlight buckets and everything are made into the grill, I hope. So let's start taking bolts off, see if it'll come loose. Well, I was definitely wrong. It looks like you got to pull these trim bezels, and there's probably more bolts behind them. I bet some of you Ford guys are laughing at me when I thought I only had 6 bolts across there. There was a bunch hiding that I did not see. But I think we're off now. We're free. We're gonna be lucky if we can get this on there, because both of these front fenders have some bends in them. I think I'm just gonna stick it kind of temporarily on there right now, because I want to take it back off and clean it up and try to straighten it up a little bit when we get home. So, temporary install. I am happy that whoever took the grill out of this truck unplugged everything rather than snipping all the wires. You're not always that lucky in the salvage yard. Well, I would say that looks about 10,000 times better. We have a complete truck, and I am extremely happy with the way it fit. It's got some, it did go right on. I was worried with the fenders being a little bent that it wouldn't. Everything fell right into place, and all these little dings and dents on this grill don't bother me a bit. I'm gonna top off with gas, see if we can get this thing to drive to the house. My house is probably 30 miles from here. It's about a 35, 40-minute drive in a regular vehicle. I have no idea how long this is going to take us in this. We've got 3 gallons. We might have to stop and top off with fuel before we get there. We're sure going to try to make it though. On the road. Now keep in mind, I did not change the tires. We might have to stop and do a tire change. Going pretty well so far. Cruising about 40 miles an hour. I think we can make that work. Try to get home in, I bet it takes us 45 minutes or an hour to get home. Blacktop now, and probably running 45, 50. I don't want to push it too hard with those tires on it, but the truck sounds good. I don't think it's getting too hot. I can smell a little bit of coolant. I think that water pump's probably leaking a bit. I know we might have a radiator leak, but man, it sounds good. This is going well so far. We're probably 10 miles in, maybe 15, 20 to go. I don't know if this 3 gallons of fuel is going to take us all the way there, but I'll probably try to get to a safe stopping point when we get about halfway and top off, because I don't want to run out of gas in an intersection or something and cause a traffic jam somewhere. I say traffic jam, I'm back roading, but there is a few vehicles out here. A country traffic jam. I don't want to cause any problems or get hit. Well, I'm afraid we have a heater core leak. Get my phone camera. I knew I was smelling coolant. I just wasn't paying attention. We definitely have a little bit coming in, so we probably, I don't know, we can probably still make it home. There's a little green antifreeze in there. My camera box is on the floor, but it's plastic, so hopefully everything will be all right in there. I didn't look to see if there's a shutoff valve on the heater lines. Might be something I do when we stop to top off for fuel, is look and see if we can either close a valve on one or maybe pinch them off a bit. I don't think it's leaking enough that we're going to run out of water, but it'd be better if it wasn't leaking in here. I could bypass them and loop them together, but we'd have to wait for it to cool off. And I don't really want to wait that long. I want to try to get it home. Alright, I think we're about halfway. I'm going to go ahead and stop, look everything over, see if we have a shutoff valve on that heater. Top off with fuel. Like that kill switch. I don't see a shutoff valve on these heater lines other than this little control valve. I think we'll just live with that leak. I do need to top off with fuel, so let's see how much we've used. It's like about half a tank. Yeah, we better top off. I don't think we're gonna make it to the house on that. Okay, I'll fill our 3 gallons up and we'll hit the road. Guys, we are on the home stretch. 1 mile to go. Looks like it's gonna make it. Sun's at our back. Truck's running great. I've been running 45, 50 mile an hour this whole time. No issues, still sounds good. Our heater core leak seems to have stopped, so we must have plugged it off with some trash, but I think it's gonna make it. Hopefully. Home sweet home. Jack's outside greeting us. AJ's here too. We made it.
Yeah. You like it, AJ? Yeah. Oh, she runs pretty good.
Success.
Yeah.
Made it all the way home. You like my new grill?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be it for this video. The truck made it all the way home.
Yeah.
And AJ, do you approve of it?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yep. It's a very neat truck. It's missing some green.
It's missing a little bit of green on the hood.
Yeah, that's because it has been outside like since the year.
It's been outside a long time. So thank you so much for watching. I don't know what our plans are for this truck. You can let us know what you think or what you'd like to see us do with it next. And also the first couple videos, I got a lot of great feedback. I'm actually not a mechanic and I do read all of your comments. So any advice of things you guys think I could do better or differently to make my life easier is welcome, and I will read every one of them. So thank you so much for watching. We will see you on the next video.
See ya.